Perfect. Again, good morning, everyone. Welcome to this informative talk about Seed to Supper. This is a new program that finally is here in Allegany County. So it's new for us. It's not new in general. Um, so let's talk about it and what is that about. And feel free to unmute your microphones and ask, or in the chat also ask at any moment, whenever you want to ask something. So let's start because we have only an hour, a little less than an hour. So okay. So before starting the introductions, I want to introduce myself. I'm Christian Acosta, agriculture educator and master gardener coordinator from Cornell Cooperative Extension. And today I'm presenting this new program that is not original from us, from Cornell Cooperative Extension. It's a partnership between the Oregon Food Bank, originally it's a program from them, and the Oregon State University Extension Service, and there is a partnership with the Cornell Garden-Based Learning. So thanks to this partnership, we have Seed to Supper. And this is something that started back in around in November 2015. And I'm gonna explain what is this about. But before that, if you want to share right now, just in the chat, so we don't have to start one by one. Just in the chat while I keep talking, you can introduce yourself, your name, where you live, and why would you be interested in this program and become a C2Sopper facilitator? If you don't know anything about the C2Sopper, no problem at all, because that's why we are here today, to learn about this program and what is that about. And you can skip the last one if you could, that it says, if you could give one piece of advice to a new gardener, what would it be? Because this program is for experienced gardeners, or if you have no idea about gardening, you just would like to grow your own garden, your own food garden, and produce your own food at home. So this is where you can start learning about this. So if you don't have experience, don't worry about that. You don't need to be an expert. So you can do it in the chat. So you can also read the names and where they come from, and who all of us who is here, and that's it for the chat. So the overview, what are we gonna be learning today? So Cornell Cooperative Extension, how we are starting this program in Allegany County, the program history and the structure and curriculum of the program. And for the C2Sopper, the program background, the volunteer roles, and the next steps for you to start in this program and become a trained C2Sopper volunteer. So the programs, this is not only the Oregon State University Extension and Cornell Cooperative Extension, it's a network. It's actually a network where multiple programs support and complement this Seed2Supper program. So we have the youth growth, the discovering our food systems. We have Seed to Salad, that's another program. The vegetable varieties for gardeners tool, Snap It, and food preservation programming. And if you feel curious about that, probably it's the first time that you hear about multiple programs, not only like so far in Allegany County, we had the Master Gardener program, right? So now we start with Seed2Supper program. But there are, and also Snap It here in Allegany County. But there are multiple programs that they are out there. So even from Cornell Cooperative Extension, we have also Blocks in Blooms, and well, that's not part of this network, but we have multiple programs that you can start reading about. If you feel curious about this, you can reach out or just Google it individually, or reach out and I can send you the links with the information for these different programs, if maybe that is something that catch your attention. Okay, before moving to the next slide, so here in the chat, I see that we have already introductions. Hi, Sandra, community horticulture from CC Columbia Greening. Okay, new new coordinator. That's nice. And yeah, so here we are also implementing this program for first time. I took this training originally for the like to train the trainer. That's the term that I was thinking about. So that I started this last year. No, actually 2023. And finally we are implementing this one. Hi Joshua, Patricia, Pat, Outra,
Hello.
Deb. So everybody, hi. And I see, yeah, local people from Wellsville, Lockport, and CC Oneida, and one of our master, and not only one, two, three of our master gardeners. I also so Dave. So we have this is part also what we call the network. So not only these programs, also our network. We support one each other, and like here right now, you can see also our master gardeners from Allegany County in this Zoom session. So, well, for everybody again, welcome, and let's keep talking about this program. So the food insecurity in New York, that's our goal. That's why these programs are out there. That's why we take the work and the effort to put this together, the presentations, the classes, to find a way to take very technical information and the science behind growing crops and growing food into something that is accessible and it's easy to understand for many people, and just some to make it something easy and enjoyable, not a lot of technical words and something that sometimes you feel. I remember going to college and sometimes just feeling overwhelmed because there is a lot of terms and science and biochemical reactions and a lot of things to learn, um, that at some point is just hard to understand, especially when you're new to this. So just to make it uh, easier and go directly to the problem, the root of this problem that we want to help, and it's the food insecurity in New York. So here on your screen, on your screens, you can see these rates. So right, about the food insecurity for New York, it's about 12.6 New York State, and about 2.5 million New Yorkers are food insecure, and about 25% of them, if you do the math, they do not receive SNAP benefits. So many people that probably you know, or maybe you don't know, or well, we all of us, we have some close cases or close stories of family that sometimes they don't know what's gonna be the next the dinner, the lunch, or they just have to choose between one or the other one, and it's hard for them to access to fresh produce. To well, here we live in rural areas, right? So here in Allegany County, this is semi-rural and semi-rural areas. So it's a little bit easier just to start growing and practicing what we're gonna be learning, and also from the Master Gardener volunteer program. But this gets a little harder when there are no there are no gardens, no space to be growing your own food. So this is why these partnerships, they are working hard to offer and to work on innovation. How to even someone just in a basement or in an apartment in a small area can grow food and help to fight this food insecurity in your state. So this is why we have, one sec, I don't know if you can see. Okay, I have the Zoom bar in here. Okay, so this is why um, the Oregon State University Extension, Cornell Cooperative Extension, always are working in educational programs, and the goal is to empower communities through advocacy and education. And always, if you notice, all of these programs are always trying to make and create this community. It's not just like a random online course or some workshop or something that you can just take and that's it, go away. Um, so in this case, for this program, and this is probably one of the questions that you can see, that you can think, sorry, it's about, is this program same like Master Gardener program that you have to take or not have to, that you take the training and then you volunteer and you give back to the community with volunteer hours every year, and you become part of the cooperative extension office, and you are engaging with the activities and being um empowered and creating your own programs and doing all of the activities that you see all around the Master Gardeners. So this is where it's not the same. It's not the training that you pay for it. So this is totally free, and you can take the training, and there is no the commitment to be a volunteer. But we always encourage everybody to keep building community, to keep uh, sharing with other people too. You can become a facilitator, that now you take the training, you can also share that with someone, with the neighbor, with someone that you know, and be part of the activities that we are doing, engaging with the local Master Gardener group. And this is why we are working on this, giving the participants the skills to be growing their own food, to be learning and getting experience and building the community in their local county, or even with multiple counties. And this is not working. Okay. So here you can see in this example, sorry. Like I mentioned before, this is a partnership with the through the Oregon and Clark County, Washington. So this is a program of 6 weeks for low-income adults that covers the basic of local low-cost food, and you can learn basics about how to grow your own food. As you can see here in this example, we have this is from the Oregon State University and the Oregon Food Bank. This covers here. This is Seed to Supper, and here there is another one that says Siembra la Cena. So it means that the program is available in Spanish and English. So if you know about someone, a friend, a family, or someone that they are Hispanic, they speak Spanish, and there is that English barrier, that limitation that some people don't know. Those programs are always in English, and I don't know how is that. So now many of these programs now they are available in Spanish. So if you know about a family or someone um, who can benefit from this program in Spanish, you feel free to share the contact, in this case for Allegany County, Cooperative Extension Allegany County, and they can reach out to us, and we are happy to help with the Spanish program. So this is a little bit of the history. I don't want this to make this like too long or a little boring at some point for you. So like I mentioned at some point 2015, so it's actually 2007, and I was more thinking more in this time. And it's same training volunteers through classes and around 1,500 participants, and with facilitators, with instructors, with something like we are doing right now. So I took the training and is train the trainer, and now I'm gonna be the one leading this training, and then in the future you can be also a trainer. So also helping together with the Master Gardener group. Master Gardeners can also take this training. So that's like something extra and they are going to have the Master Gardener training and Seed to Supper training, and keep sharing this experience, this expertise. Around 2014, the curriculum started being translated into Spanish. So that's why we we can offer that program in Spanish, like I just mentioned. And so as you can just keep reading a little bit, like I said, I don't want to use a lot of time in this area, this history. Uh, Year by year, new partnerships, we call it satellites, that is like the counties that they are implementing this training. They have been working to improve every time, improve the every year, improving the curriculum, um, creating more communities, and like expanding the knowledge. And this always brings nice stories, nice success histories, success stories, and it is always a nice program that there is always something before and after the program. And that's something nice when there is nothing before and then there is a community growing food and helping to fight this food insecurity in New York State. Okay, so I'm gonna check the chat. We have more Master Gardeners. Oh yeah, Joyce, hi. And okay, remember if you want to ask anything, feel free to do it in the chat or mute your microphone. I know sometimes this is a lot of information. Sometimes also, I'm sorry about the language sometimes about my original language is Spanish, and so sometimes I know it's not that clear with the language. So anything you feel like I don't understand what he said, feel free to ask about that. Okay, so now let's start with the C2 software curriculum. So same like Master Gardener program in many of all of the programs, not many, all of the programs from Cornell Cooperative Extension. The information, everything that you're gonna learn is research based. So what it means that it is everything from research, from study, some people that they are studying, scientists, and this is not just some random information that you can find from a TikTok or YouTube video or something random that you don't know even if it's accurate or not, if it's a reliable source of information or not. Um, so here, this is something that you can feel like, okay, we are in the right place because it's research-based information. So, and you're going to be learning the basics of low-cost veggie gardening, like I mentioned, available in 2 languages, and it's written at 8th grade reading level, and there is flexibility to adapt to participant interest. This is not like a Cornell course, just comparing to an online course or even in-person course that this is the semester or from this weeks to this one, this is the at 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. or this is the schedule, and you have to figure out if you can fit or not, or if that works for you or not. So this is something nice from these programs, and is that we have that flexibility. We can make it completely online. Well, we need to meet in person at least once, or doing it 50% in person, 50% or in online, or about the time. So we look at time where it fits for you. So today, this is going to be open. So probably during the afternoon, you're going to find in the Cornell Cooperative Extension office, not the website, um, the registration form. So we are asking also what is the time that works better for you. So if it's weekends, if it's at night, if it's during the week. So we try to find the perfect time to be flexible, so many people can participate in this program. And we have a question. No. As a citrus supper program, do you start community gardens? The information sessions I have attended all focus on the curriculum itself, but there seems to be a very active component to the program, and I'm trying to get an idea of what that looks like. Uh, Sandra, if you can explain. So if the question if is if we start
Yeah, hi.
the
Sorry.
community gardens, yeah,
Yeah, so a lot of the programs that I have seen um like written up or people reporting about, they're starting community gardens and they're releasing them to the parent organization or the partner that they have partnered with. But I haven't seen anything in information sessions or talking to other extension staff about what that actually looks like or the kinds of hands-on. We've gone over activities, but not like the hands-on in the community activities. And I wanted to know how closely linked it is, like with your program, for example.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. And so yeah, same for the programs that I have. It's focused on the curriculum, and this is part of also that flexibility. So if you want to implement the program and start creating start the community garden, or if you want to start the program and just giving the just running the training and not creating the community. So that's when there is not like the requirement that you have to volunteer and create your group. um, we encourage our participants to do it, to start creating our community, to start our community garden. So, for example, here in Allegany County, we have some spaces that they are available, even offered to us, like the Facet Garden in Wellsville. Um, and we can start that. So that's based on you as a when you're running the program and also the participants. So how they are really engaging with the program. And you, if you are a participant right now, just someone who wants to learn about this and take the training, if you want and have that attitude to I want to create the group, the like in that spirit of a community. So it is there is not just one right answer. There is not right or wrong answer about that. You can start uh, encouraging the group and building this community and make it possible. When there is not that spirit, when the participants they are not really that engaged, or there is also from the person teaching, the trainer, it's hard also to create that community garden and to do that. And if there is no spaces, you want to now you have it happens too. You have the people and they want to do it, but you don't have then a space where to do the community garden. So then is when you can start looking for partnerships, grants, to start building some community garden and start doing this as a community. And there are some programs every year that can be available for this purpose. So it depends. You're gonna see that during the training.
Great. Thank you so much.
Welcome. 11:25. Okay, we have still some time to talk more about the programs. So, well, remember, ask in the chat or feel free to unmute your microphone and ask at any moment. So for this training, we have in-class PowerPoint presentations. So like this one that we are uh, seeing here in this for this talk. So this is just one of the of them. For example, watering methods and how you can be watering. So sometimes just when we don't know a lot of gardening, we can think, oh, there is not really. It sounds obvious that we just have to add water to the plants. And then when we have problems for overwatering, underwatering is when the cooperative extension office we got the questions. This is happening with my plants, and even just watering when it sounds so obvious, it's a way to kill our plants. So this is just one example of what you can see during the training. So we have the um, PowerPoint presentations, videos. We have a different material that you can be learning because, like I mentioned, this program can be 90% online. I don't say 100% online because we still need to meet in person and do some activities, hands-on activities, and also just because we want to, like I said, create this community. And it's different when we have just a Zoom presentation, even you can interact with other folks. During the Zoom sessions, but it's not the same. So we still need, at least, like I mentioned, from the 6 weeks, at least one or two of them to be in person. So this is more of the PowerPoint presentations, examples, and like I was saying, so we have the classroom based with flexibility. That is something nice. Not only about the time, so what time works better for you. Also, if this works better for you, uh, only by Zoom and just meeting one, two, or three times, uh, we also can accommodate that so that we have that flexibility. That's something nice about this program. If you feel like time is going to be a problem or oh, I cannot go to this program, so here this is something encouraging. We have that flexibility. And as you can see in the picture, so we can also go to seats swap and some partnerships with local libraries. And it's not only Cornell Cooperative Extension. If you say, oh, I know someone that they want to run the program or one of the sessions in my local library and do a plan swap or learning and having these interactions, these community building activities, why not? That's nice, and we can accommodate that. So we have our satellite partners that I mentioned these words before, the satellite partners. And here we can see where the C2 Supper program is right now. So uh, after this program, we are going to see a star here for Allegany, Allegany County. So the satellite partners is just the county offices that they are coordinating the classes and implementing the C2 Support program. So we're going to be one of them. Finally, we are going to start with the program this year. So that's exciting for this year. And this is what you're going to be learning during this training. So for the first, I mentioned before, 6 weeks, right? So for the first week, there is the planning your garden. So creating a plan and creating the planting map and how you can start creating this map based on your location, microclimates, and that we have here in Allegany County, microclimates, different seasons, and the orientation, I mean the location of your space about sun, precipitation, etc. For the week number 2, we have getting started with healthy soil. So we're going to be talking about soil and how to choose healthy soil and composting, making garden beds, and improving and protecting soil health. So in general, soil. Just talking about the soil even before starting with the seeds, right? So first, planning, then the soil, and for the week number 3, we have planting your garden. It's about preparing the soil. So soil testing, fertilizing, soil amendments, when is better to do that, seeds or transplant, how to start with both seeds or transplants, or seedlings. If direct seeding, transplanting, protecting your current plants, vertical gardening, and also something that is missing here, indoor gardening. So for this, like I mentioned before, this program also teaches some of the methods and techniques to be learning how to grow your own food even in your basement, or if you have just a small room, something because you live in a building or you don't have a lot of space, a garden, how to do that too and produce something fresh at home. Uh, for the week number 4, we have caring your growing garden. So basically, maintenance. So the container gardening, watering, fertilizing. Week 5, we continue with that garden maintenance, caring for your garden, and just weeding, how to treat pest diseases, and just basics about how to identify pest. And for the last week, we have harvesting and using your produce, your fresh vegetables, herbs, and just cooking from your garden. Now, there is something about the classes, and so like I mentioned before, these are for free, and because we are flexible, so when you register, so this is based on the registration. When you register, you also have the option, and you can vote for go for the 6 weeks or do it a little more intense. So like 2 weeks just in one. Two of these topics, main topics, in just 1 week. So it's up to you. You vote for that, and we can have that flexibility to make it shorter. So for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, make it a little shorter. And so it's up to you. And that, like I said, this afternoon is gonna be the registration form is gonna be available in the CC Allegany website, and when you're filling up that registration form, you can vote for if you want the 6 weeks or less than 6 weeks. And this is for free. Like I mentioned before, this is a free program. This is also a difference with the Master Gardener training. This is a free program. Master Gardener is not a free program. Um, so we are the response, like here you can see the host agencies are responsible for recruiting participants and providing a meeting space. So that's what we're gonna do. So we, like CC Allegany, we have the space, we have the educator, the trainer, and we have the material also for the hands-on activities. And we don't have, unfortunately, like the garden space out there in the office to be also out there and doing some activities out there in a garden. But like I mentioned before, we have um, some partnerships, and we have available if there is a big group and we want to work together for the facade garden in Wellsville. That's something that it's available for master gardeners, and now with the Seed to Supper program. Um, so, like I mentioned, host agencies. So we are one, but we can also partner with the schools. Like I mentioned, the example of the library, some housing sites, community centers, churches, pantries. So we are not just closed only CCE. We are always creating community. So you can become a Seed to Supper facilitator. So you can be an experienced gardener. Probably you are already a master gardener, like we have master gardeners here in this group, and taking the Seed to Supper. And you want to share that expertise, even if you're not a master gardener yet. You want to share that with your community. So you can be in contact with us and become a facilitator that for the next training. I took this Seed to Supper training in 2025. So in 2026, if we have the program again, we run the program again, you can be involved in that program and be part of that. And even learning every time we learn, and even when it's the same topics and the same curriculum, we can learn something new or just some refresh information that probably we forgot. Um, so we, as a satellite partner, Cornell Cooperative Extension Allegany County, we will work with you to determine if you are going to be teaching one of these sessions, if you are going to be helping us with one of these sessions, and where, when. Like I said, you can be involved in this process. It's not like you take the training and you're the trainee and we are the trainers, and like a barrier in this is not never like that. Not for any of the programs. You always can be involved and participate together with the group of master gardeners that we have. Um, so, um, participants, about 8 to 15 participants per class. So for Allegany County, we have tops about 15 participants. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of space, a lot of room. That's why. For the online sessions, there is no problem, but for the in-person, that's when we have some limited space. And of course, you're not gonna be a experienced gardener and be a pro in just 4 or 6 weeks. So this is just a journey. You are just starting your journey here, or just when you have some experience, this is just part of that journey. So if you're a gardener, you know this. So independent learning, that's something that individually, something like I mentioned also in the Master Gardener training that there is a lot of information that is just hard for you to be an expert in just a couple of weeks. So you need to be also reading on your own and keep learning on your own, experiencing in your own garden and learning from that experience. And that's something that we also want to hear back, to have that feedback that we are going to be planting and learning, and you're going to be growing some plants because we have some material that we got and donated, and we want to hear that back. So the good stuff, or no, my plants didn't do well because of this and this, and this happened, or yeah, I had a great harvest, and I used the technique that I learned from this training, and sharing that in your, also if you want, in your social media platforms and with other people, neighbors. So again, the idea is to build community and to grow your own food. And there is no discrimination, not diverse backgrounds and languages. So everybody is welcome to this program. It's not only for experienced gardeners or for, no, there is no discrimination at all. So everybody is welcome here. So when you finish your Seed to Supper program, you're gonna get this. You're gonna be like in this picture. You get your gardening book. You get the seeds and starts. You're gonna have even a little bit more of these ones because, like I mentioned before, through a partnership, we got donated material to be using for this training. So that's also exciting. And you have the certificate of completion and more gifts available. So for Allegany County, one of those gifts available, like I mentioned, one of these, um, well, not only the material, but also you can have a discount for this next Master Gardener training. So if you're not a Master Gardener and you want to take the training after this, um, there is, for the participants of Seed to Supper, you can have a discount for the Master Gardener training. It's not clear yet. It can be about 25, 30 or more, 30% or more. It's not defined right now. That's going to be for when the next Master Gardener volunteer training comes. That is probably at the end of this year, between the end of 2025 and starting 2026. So that's one of those also gifts to encourage our participants to be part of the community and take the Master Gardener training and join to this beautiful group. We are lucky to have a beautiful, nice group. It's healthy, the environment. We have a nice Master Gardener group. So if you want to be part of that one, you're always welcome to join. So that's what you're gonna get from this one. And here you can see some of the reflections from the participants, in this case from Oregon, and some people that just, let's pick one of these. I'm not gonna read all of them. Um, like I'm not originally from this area, so learning how to garden in this climate geographic region has been extremely helpful. It was also helpful that the instructors shared their personal experience, mistakes, and viewpoint. Here I'm gonna jump for this one because even when I had 5, 6 years of college and I had experience and just growing a lot of crops in a commercial way, so helping commercial production and tons of food in Colombia. I come from Colombia. When I arrived here, it was like starting again. So of course I knew many things are the same, but varieties, the just geographic region, the microclimates, seasons. We don't have seasons down there. It's just based on the region where you want to grow, and it's all year round the same. So that was like a challenge. Again, a challenge for the new varieties, hybrid plants, different hybrids, different varieties, different weathers, the timing, everything. It was taking a new challenge just to grow my own garden. Um, so that's when I say, even if you're an experienced gardener, but probably you come from a different area, you're gonna be like, oh, learning again. And this is what we are here, not to judge or anything like that, just to learn. And even I know that I can be the one training, sharing the training, but I also learn from all of you. So we're always learning. That's something nice to have that open mind to always be learning because we never stop learning. So that's something nice about. Another one that catch my attention is I registered for a community garden plot because I'm so excited and empowered to garden even more. So it's not only someone who wants to take the training and do for their own and that's it. No, it's just that you can see this community and it's like you want to be part of that. And like, yeah, I want to be part of that. I want to be part of the group. I want to teach other people what I'm learning and what is working for me. Like from one of the annual workshops, that is the tomato workshop, now that I see the word tomato here. Um, People that they are saying, oh yeah, I was trying to grow tomatoes before and it was just small ones, not having good luck with that one. But after your class, after your workshop, I'm growing my own tomatoes and I have a lot of them. So that's something nice, that whatever you share or learn or teach to someone, it's something nice for that person or for that family, for that community. So here you can see even our master gardeners, you can also share your experiences being a master gardener and taking a training like this. What is the difference before jumping to this last part? We're almost done. Is that with master gardener training, you're gonna go a little deeper into the training. It's not only 6 weeks. That's gonna be 12 weeks. It's double of the time. And you're gonna be learning about everything, just about trees and about pest management and like everything same, like from even before the seed to all the way until the end to the harvest, taking also ornamental gardens and food gardening. So food gardening is just one of that, and one of that piece of the master gardener training that you're going to be learning in Situ Supper. This is basically food gardening, and that's the purpose, food gardening. So with master gardener, you have more information available, and that's why it takes way longer than this one. So what now? What's next? So you are gonna register for this. If you're interested in this program, you're gonna be you can go to the website. So this is Cornell Cooperative Extension, Allegany County. You can this is the website allegany.cce.cornell.edu, or just Google Cornell Cooperative Extension, Allegany County, and you're gonna see the register in gardening. You're gonna see the registration form. It's not publicly available right now, but you're gonna find that one here this afternoon, and it's gonna be open February. So February, and it's closing and February 28th, and we're gonna start the training next month. So this information is gonna be available soon, today, this afternoon. You're gonna find that one. And how can I come back to my Zoom? It's not cooperating, this one. Okay, now it's working. Okay, so you register for that one, and when you see here, study the course and the course course book and course presentation. So that's when we start with the training because we have a book that you can be learning about. We have the book um, for this training, and you attend to the City Super Volunteer Training, and you can contact us anytime for the dates and be checking the website like this week. All the forms and the dates are going to be available. And then you can start, you also can review different programs and read more about these topics that we were talking about today, the food insecurity in your state, different counties, because each county probably have a slightly different program. And that's something that if you are a coordinator, you also can be implementing something different, or just based on the needs for your county, you can be uh, changing a little bit that curriculum and teach. So once you learn, once you have some of this experience, you can teach. You can share that with other people. Uh, yeah, right now I cannot share the registration link because it's not publicly available. Uh, if you want, so I need to do that. Like that's what I say this afternoon. It's gonna be available. So you can wait for that one about 3 p.m. more or less, and for the next couple of days, and this month is gonna be open that registration form. And more questions that you have, feel free to ask anytime. And the contact information is there. Send me an email or call in. And so that's why, even if you want, and this for this question, Joshua, I can share that by email if you want. You prefer that one, share that one by email. And like I said, questions, you can reach out anytime. If you are from a different county, you can reach your local cooperative extension office. And if they don't have the program yet, so you're welcome. This is not that if you're not in Allegany County, you cannot take this program. No, everybody is welcome. It's more about the distance driving for the in-person sessions. So it's more about that. But if you want to join the Allegany County training for the next month, you're welcome to do it. And I hope this gives you some idea about the program, and if you want to join about this one, or it's just not really something that you want to start right now. So I hope this helps you for that. So if you have any questions, yeah, 11:49. So we have a couple minutes. If not, like I said, you can reach out anytime.
Christian,
Yeah,
you've seen obviously the whole curriculum, right?
yeah.
Um, will we be getting new ideas for how we can help people who don't have a yard to dig in, or maybe not even a patio or a doorstep, um,
Yes.
and possibly those who say can't walk or can't bend over?
Hmm.
Have
Yes. So that is something that we can do a little more in deep with this program, because we are focusing in food gardening. Uh, when we are taking the master gardener training, we cannot go that deep, because there is a lot of information just for 12 weeks, right? So yeah, that's yes, that we are gonna teaching also, like I mentioned at some point, for someone who even they don't have a yard, they are just in a building. So how to produce something in an apartment, in a basement. So teaching different ways that you can still grow some food, um, in if you have some limited space, or not space, not really a garden to be growing something in there. So yes, that's something nice
yeah,
that
I'd be really interested in that.
uh,
It's a concern of mine.
yeah, even vertical gardening, uh, window gardening. Yeah, that's something nice. Any other question? Okay, if not, so that will be it for today. Thank you for joining this session. I hope this is helpful. If you think this is going to be helpful for someone else, feel free to share. I'm going to be posting this recording this afternoon too in the CCE YouTube channel, so you can find CCE in YouTube, Cornell Cooperative Extension, so CCE Horticulture, and you can find our YouTube channel. So this session is going to be there, and also our website. So, and anytime, feel free to ask. And again, thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day and a good week ahead. And I hope to see you soon in the training. So
Thanks, Christian.
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
See you Wednesday.
Yeah, for Master Gardeners. Yeah. Bye-bye.